knowing better. Then to top it all off, a few days later, the dude has the audacity, the nerve, the gall to do an apology video. And it's kind of weird because he doesn't really apologize or take ownership, the right proper ownership to any of it. And yes, he needs to seek help, but I seen some folks say something about street justice when it comes to Diddy. And, at first I didn't think that way. But as you kind of, sits on you for a minute, you be like, yeah, man, this man got to be dealt with in some type of way. God, of course, going to deal with him when it's time. But you just hope that his karma comes a lot quicker than it's already been, so long that he's actually been able to parade around with all of these things looming over his head. Here's the unapologetic apology from Sean Diddy Combs when it comes to this Cassie abuse clip. Just sickening.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
And some folks say that he did not truly apologize to Cassie, right? And that is, it's also been said that he actually can't even say Cassie's name. According to the lawsuit and the settlement, that he can't even speak her name. But him saying he's truly sorry and that he asks for the Lord's grace and forgiveness, that's bullshit. You don't deserve any grace. Need to turn himself in for whatever else bullshit that he got going on, but it doesn't seem like that. It seemed like, especially after saying enough, the other denial statement that he had, enough is enough, saying people were slandering his family's name and his legacy, and yeah, that just brings it all to mean that it's all a crock of shit. You don't know, you can't take none of that shit serious. Cause you only apologizing cause your ass got caught, bro. Apologizing cause now this shit is out in the public and everybody know. And then, you got Stevie J that's been taking up for him, and his son may know a little bit more information and he's still taking up for him. I guess that's kind of understandable. But I wonder if his son has thoughts about maybe Diddy is responsible for killing his mama. Like, how do you live with that? How do you still drop a rap song trying to defend your pops? It's crazy, man. He was seen out walking with artist King Los the other day. and they're trying to block his face from the cameras. Sometimes you got to reflect interpretation. Y'all got me, yeah, they definitely. Nah, but they ain't got him yet. They really got to get him. They really got to get him. And it's not it's not for me to determine what type of punishment that he should receive. Of course, the Los Angeles Police Department released a statement saying that it wasn't really nothing since it was 8 years ago. The statute of limitations kind of protects him from being prosecuted for that particular abuse. But I think that there should be another way of kind of getting some type of charges out of this situation and making him pay for the things that he's done. Cassie released a statement, and again, I apologize to Cassie Ventura for even having to cover this on the podcast. We talk about things every week. We've avoided talking about this for so long that I just felt like it was my responsibility, for one, to apologize to her, and for two, to just basically face up to and tear down someone that I admired in the music business. So again, there not to deny that there are any ways that you could capitalize from even having this on a podcast and even having this as a subject. But it's not totally about the capitalization about it. Just the way that we talked about unjust people being murdered by police, I feel like it's just a responsibility that I take from being in the media and doing a podcast about the culture, whether it's good or bad things that's going on in the culture, for us to talk about it and for us to have the conversation and try to have some type of understanding or lack thereof. But again, this is Cassie's statement after this video has basically been seen all around the world. Thank you for all the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now. But this is only the beginning. Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. Thank you to everyone that has taken the time to take this matter seriously. My only ask is that everyone open your heart to believing victims the first time. It takes a lot of heart to tell the truth out of a situation that you were powerless in. I offer my hand to those that are still living in fear. Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should carry this weight alone. This healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. Thank you. Love always, Cassie. Yeah, man. Whew. That's crazy. The fact that she still got to watch this shit over and over and just be asked and never that kind of makes me understand with a different mind state on, for one, when people say, why didn't they just leave? I mean, you could see why, fear for her life. They say, man, this man signed up to a 10-album deal, basically a slave contract in the music industry. That she only recorded one album. He never intended on putting out any of the music for real. Basically, just another way of having something over her head. And that's just disgusting as well. That just makes you think of also the certain practices in the music industry that is just horrifying and just unethical. 10-album deal. Got to be fucking kidding. 50 Cent has a documentary called Diddy Do It that he recently sold to Netflix. He says that everybody was trying to get a piece of that documentary. The doc, which chronicles Puff's alleged ill deeds, is coming soon. And 50 damn near capitalized, but damn near been on Diddy behind for a very long time. Pause. And, you know, maybe it was to antagonize and kind of a rivalry with, at Diddy, but maybe, you know, he was also one of those ones that been trying to tell us. Keith, the dude Keith D, who went to jail for admitting that he killed Tupac and that Diddy paid him to kill Tupac. He's been trying to tell us. Diddy has ex-bodyguards that have been trying to tell us about things that Diddy has done. Jaguar Wright has been done interviews talking about the heinous things that Diddy has done and things that go on at the Diddy parties. And again, from the TD Jakes stuff to the Shine, doing 10 years in jail, and the lady saying that Diddy was the one that shot her. You got to damn near believe everything that these folks have said in the past. It's just crazy. But again, there will be a documentary on Netflix pretty soon, produced by 50 Cent. And that 50, boy, that 50. It's a petty but smart motherfucker. I'll tell you that much. Absolutely. So he definitely capitalizing off of this situation, but hopefully it does shed light. Hopefully it does do some good. And there have been new allegations and there will be new lawsuits on the way. Not only from the producer who said that, you know, he didn't get paid from the Love album, and he said that there was all kinds of things that he's seen. There's now a new model who is suing Diddy, who alleges that he drugged and sexually assaulted her in 2003. The woman claims the experience led her to attempting suicide in 2004. And this is probably just the tip of the iceberg, or not even. But new allegations and a lawsuit was filed on Tuesday, reported that a former model named Crystal McKinney recently filed a suit against Puff. McKinney is seeking unspecified damages and claims she was drugged and sexually assaulted by Diddy during a party in 2023. She was 22 at the time of the alleged incident and claims that Diddy invited her back to his studio after connecting with him at a men's fashion week event in Saprini, downtown New York City. Once at Diddy's studio, McKinney claims multiple people were there and they were all passing around a joint. She was offered a hit and took it and described it as very powerful. She said she felt like she was floating, and Diddy asked to accompany her to the bathroom. She says Puff began kissing her and shoved her head down to his crotch while demanding she suck it. When she refused, he allegedly forced her to perform oral sex. She said she tried to leave and felt woozy and lost consciousness. McKinney says that the next thing she remembered was waking up in a taxi and realizing she had been sexually assaulted. And TMZ claims it's unclear from the lawsuit if McKinney is referring to the alleged forced oral sex or another sex act that might have occurred that she doesn't remember. McKinney said that the experience led to a suicide attempt in 2004, and she was blackballed from the modeling industry. XXL has reached out to Diddy's team for further comment, and have not received any comments. Yeah, man, niggas talking about he hit rock bottom. Nah, You need to hit rock bottom of hell. But it's not. This is not, I guess, the time for me to kind of, just like say what I feel, because his day is gonna come, um, and the truth is being revealed by time. Man, time is finding a funny way of re- not necessarily rectifying the situation, but revealing so many demons that are out there. Um, you just could only hope that the time hurry up. Then now the aftermath, right? You got so many people that are going on all kinds of platforms to talk about um, the abuse, the things that they may have witnessed, the things that they didn't witness, and it just also make you think like, damn, like now it's time to capitalize and talk about stuff, and the news is kind of bringing things up um, that they may have kind of should have brought up before. Um, the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, says that he's working on taking revoking the key to the city that Diddy received in 2022, and it'll be the first time that they ever have to take away the key to the city once they give it to somebody. Um, and you got a number of platforms that are saying that they are going to boycott Diddy's music, and then all the contributions that he's done in hip hop is starting to be questioned. Um, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know how I feel about that. It's a little too early. I don't know about the canceling of his music, but I do understand that we should not have ways that he can monetize and take advantage of being so popular. I think that a lot of things should be done to kind of stop that. But because Diddy wasn't really an artist that wrote his own stuff for the most part, there are a lot of different people that actually, benefit from the music that he has been a part of and that he has distributed through his label.